All right, friends, good job on your I paragraphs yesterday. So we're going to keep working towards that nice opinion essay. We are getting pretty close at becoming amazing at I paragraphs. Now we're going to dig into our R1 paragraph. Remember, that's our reason one. So we need to make sure that we have our red, blue, and green crayons, markers, color pencils, or whatever again today, because we're going to keep color coding until our brain knows everything we need in each of those paragraphs. We're going to want to make sure we have our writer's notebooks again and our graphic organizer. So for the rest of this essay, we are going to use our day one graphic organizer. School should start later. Even if that's not your opinion, we're just going to pretend like it is, and we're going to finish up all the paragraphs with that opinion, okay? All right, so when we write in R1, our reason one paragraph, we are only talking about this information right here. So we're going to want to make sure that we include sleeping longer is our reason. And then we're going to write some details about learning more and happy teachers. Everything else, we are pretending like it is not there today, okay? So what goes in the R1 paragraph? All right, well, we always start with a topic sentence, okay? So this is a tongue twister, our reason one paragraph is going to be longer than our I paragraph. So we're going to start with a topic sentence. And you can write this in red or underline it. And then in that topic sentence, we need to include some things. We need to include a transition word, which you should have that in the back of your writer's notebook. And your opinion, which in our case is school should start later, with the reason. And reason one, not reason two, okay? But then we're going to, see how we have that A and B? We're gonna wanna make sure that we have 2 to 3 sentences about our example A and 2 or 3 sentences about our example B, okay? So we can just write 2 to 3 sentences about A. And we're going to write that in blue. And then last color is green. 2 to 3 sentences about B. Okay? So again, remember, I'm going to do most of the thinking and modeling, and you will get a better idea of what I mean. Okay? So really, guys, when we are done, we should have one sentence. Then this is 2 to 3. So let's say we do 2. And let's say this one, maybe we do 2 also. We're going to have 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So we should have 5 to 7 sentences. Okay? All right. So our reason one is what? That we think school should start later because we get to sleep longer, right? So when we start that, remember we are indenting. And the first thing we want to do is we want to make sure that we have a transition word, okay? So I like to begin with. So I'm indenting, and I'm going to go ahead and write to begin with. I think, because remember, it's my opinion. And then what do we think? School should start later because, and then we're going to include our reason one, because it allows us to sleep longer. Okay, I did my topic sentence with a transition word, my opinion, and my reason one. So then I'm going to make sure I underline all of that in red. That just helps my brain know that I've done it. I missed something in this sentence. Can you catch what I forgot to do? I forgot to add a period. I hope you didn't forget. All right, so then we're going to do 2 to 3 sentences about learning more. Okay, so if you think back in the article, they talked about if you sleep longer, you can learn more, but why? Do you remember? So if you have that passage close to you, you can go back and look at it, because we should always be looking back at our text. Kids could sleep later, then we wouldn't be so tired in class. When kids are tired, it's hard to learn. Nothing seems interesting. They sit there and yawn. But when we get to sleep longer, we feel wide awake. We want to exercise our brains and learn new things. Okay? So, if we could sleep longer, we will be wide awake and ready to learn, right? Okay, remember 2 to 3 sentences about learning more. So if you're ready to learn and you're focused on it, you're going to be able to learn more, right? If students are focused on learning more, what happens if you're focused on learning more? Will you get maybe better grades? Yeah. So if students are focused on learning more, then our grades will be better. Okay, so we just wrote 2 great sentences about why sleeping longer helps us learn more. Okay, that is going to be in blue. And as we're underlining it, we're making sure we have 1 capital letter and a period, and then 2 capital letters and a period. Okay. All right, so now we want to talk about how sleeping longer also can make happy teachers. So let's go back and look at in the text what they said. Also, sleep is really good for you. Oh, wait, am I reading the wrong one? No, we're still on R1. I'm sorry, I just got confused there. So let's see. We want to exercise our brains and learn more things. We should sleep longer because then we would be more awake and learn more. That would make teachers smile because teachers always want kids to learn more, okay? So if we learn more, that'll make our teachers happy, right? Okay, what else could we write about having happy teachers? We kind of talked about getting good grades. Well, what happens when we get good grades? How does our teacher feel? She feels happy, but then also she's, or he, is proud of you, right? If we get good grades, our teachers will be proud of us. And also, when you get good grades, that's good for us too, because we're happy you're learning and that helps us feel like we're doing a good job, right? So if we get good grades, our teachers will be proud of us and know they are doing a good job. Okay, guys, so that is how you write an R1 paragraph. And since that was our reason for B, then we're going to underline that in green. Okay, I know it seems like a lot, but once you practice more, it's just going to be so routine in your brain because it's set up so easily that you'll be able to do it like a pro. Okay, so that is all you have to do today for writing. Next week, I will be back on with you, helping you write the rest of your paragraphs. We have our 2 to do and our conclusion paragraph. And then we'll be done with our first opinion piece writing. Woo, woo. All right, have a fabulous Friday, and I will see you next week. Bye.